Hi, I'm David Wright, and I teach at Oklahoma State University in the math department. And this is my contribution on tips for study for the coming year for both rookies and veterans. And I'm coming to you now from my study, also known as the guest bedroom in my house, where we've all been working for the past year. And I'm so happy that we will finally get back in the same room together in the coming year. And I hope that this year has made us realize how precious an experience that is. So, anyways, here's some tips. Most of your learning is outside class. Um, the You should schedule regular time for it, for reading and working on assignments. Put that in your weekly calendar, the same as your class times. Make contact with people outside of class. Your classmates, they might be willing to work with you, to study with you outside of class, and that can help a lot when you have people to talk to over what you're reading and working on. The MLSC is a unique institution here at OSU, and it's an area of great community. A lot of people, a lot of the upper math majors and engineers enjoy working there. It just is a really great environment to study math in. Just go there, even if you don't have to talk to the tutors. You may experience, fun talking to people about math. Okay, who should you talk to next? Your instructor. We're all sitting there waiting for students to come. We usually don't haul them into our office, but we're so happy when you come. Just come once a term just to show your face to the instructor, just to talk a little bit outside of class. That can help a lot with establishing a connection during the term. Okay, that said, most of your learning's outside class. You still have to go to class. Statistics show that no matter how good you are, that you do much better in the final result in your education if you regularly go to class. So make that a priority. There are a lot of things competing for your time, but put that very high. Make that absolute that you go to class. Read the textbook. A lot of people ignore that. They go to class, but really that's part of your outside class learning. Read the textbook. Your instructor might make available course notes, and that's worth reading. That at least gives you an idea of what the instructor thinks is most important. Keep a notebook and write important things down as you're reading the textbook. That'll help with study later. You'll have a nice set of notes that you can look at as what you think are the most important things. Writing is what you need to do on exams, so it's worth practicing writing outside of class. It produces what I call physical memory. It's something that somehow gives you your mind something to remember all that complicated math that you're reading at that point. Look at the appendices in the textbook. A lot of people pass those by, but they have a lot of useful information. They have advice in the appendices on how to study math. The author wrote the book, and the author's advice is probably important. They have answers to the odd number problems. I hate to say it, but some faculty pick problems that have answers in the back of the books. Worth looking at those to confirm that you're understanding what you're studying. They have background of things that the instructor won't be talking about, but you should have possibly learned in previous classes. Helpful review to go through the background. They have summaries of the most important formulas. That will confirm your notebook that you wrote the most important things down. Get the Student Solutions Manual. I know it's an extra expense, but it's probably worth it. And if you can't afford it, go to the Low Library, and in the reserve room, they commonly have solutions manual for different technical courses on reserve, and you can borrow it for. These have step-by-step solutions, and they help your study. Look at the other references in the textbook. A calculus book I recently looked at in the appendix, they they had the same reference where they took many of the problems from. So it makes sense to look at see if you can get that in the library and get some more information. Okay, what's the last thing I'm going to tell you to do to succeed in school? Get some sleep. We all got a little more sleep during the pandemic, but you have to try to preserve that and don't stay up all night before exams. That never works out. I've done it. It was a disaster when I did it. Try to avoid that at all possibility. And last thing I'll leave you with is a little graphic to kind of help you get some sleep. Okay, I call it the OSU helicoid, spinning around, telling you, please go to sleep. All right, that's it. Good luck next year. I can't wait to see everybody in the classroom again.